What's up? It's me, one of your wellness besties. Did you know that just 10 minutes of genuine laughter burns the same number of calories as 15 minutes on a rowing machine? Today we're diving into something that's probably happening around you right now. Laughter. But here's the thing that shocked me when I started researching this topic. We've been thinking about laughter all wrong. We treat it like it's just entertainment, just a nice bonus to our day. But science has proven that laughter is actually one of the most powerful medicines available to us, and it's completely free. Before we jump into these incredible benefits, I want you to think about the last time you had a really good laugh. You know, the kind I'm talking about, the kind where your stomach hurts, tears are streaming down your face, and you can barely catch your breath. How did you feel afterward? Energized? Relaxed? Connected to the people around you? There's actually a scientific reason for all of those feelings, and we're going to explore exactly what's happening in your body during those moments. The first surprising benefit of laughter is something that happens immediately in your brain chemistry. When you laugh, your brain releases what scientists call the happiness cocktail, a powerful mixture of endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. These aren't just feel-good chemicals. They're natural painkillers that are actually more effective than some prescription medications. Studies have shown that people who watch comedy shows before medical procedures require less pain medication afterward. Think about that for a second. Your own laughter can literally make you more resilient to physical discomfort. But here's where it gets really interesting. That same brain chemistry boost doesn't just help with pain, it's rewiring your entire mental state. Researchers have discovered that people who laugh regularly show measurably different brain activity patterns. Their brains become more resilient to stress, more creative in problem solving, and better at forming social connections. It's like laughter is upgrading your brain's operating system in real time. Now, let's talk about what laughter does to your immune system, because this is where things get absolutely fascinating. When you laugh, your body increases production of antibodies and activates immune cells like T cells and natural killer cells. These are your body's frontline defenders against illness and disease. One study followed groups of people during cold and flu season, and the group that watched comedy shows daily had 50% fewer sick days than the control group. 50%. That's not a coincidence. That's your immune system getting stronger through laughter. The cardiovascular benefits of laughter are equally impressive. When you have a good laugh, your heart rate increases temporarily, giving your cardiovascular system a mini workout. But here's the really cool part. After the laughter subsides, your heart rate and blood pressure actually drop below their original levels. This creates what researchers call the relaxation response, which can last up to 45 minutes after you stop laughing. Essentially, every time you laugh, you're giving your heart both exercise and recovery time. Studies have shown that people who laugh regularly have healthier blood flow and are at lower risk for heart attacks and strokes. In fact, one 15-year study found that people with a strong sense of humor were 40% less likely to have a heart attack than those who rarely laughed. The researchers controlled for other factors like diet, exercise, and smoking, so they could directly attribute this protection to laughter itself. Let's shift gears and talk about something that affects almost everyone: stress. We live in a world where chronic stress has become the norm, and it's literally killing us. Elevated stress hormones like cortisol wreak havoc on our bodies, suppressing our immune systems, disrupting our sleep, and contributing to everything from anxiety to weight gain. But laughter is like a reset button for your stress response system. When you laugh, your cortisol levels drop dramatically and stay lowered for hours afterward. Your muscles relax, your breathing deepens, and your mind shifts out of that fight or flight mode that characterizes chronic stress. It's like pressing pause on all the damage that stress was doing to your body and giving your systems time to repair and rebalance. Here's something that might surprise you. Laughter is also incredibly effective for managing anxiety and depression. Now, I'm not suggesting that laughter alone can cure serious mental health conditions, but the research on this is compelling. Regular laughter therapy has been shown to reduce symptoms of depression by 30 to 40% in clinical studies. The combination of social connection, physical release, and chemical changes in the brain creates a powerful antidepressant effect. The social aspect of laughter is particularly important here. Humans are wired to connect with others, and laughter is one of our most fundamental bonding mechanisms. When we laugh with others, our brains release oxytocin, sometimes called the love hormone. This creates deeper social bonds and reduces feelings of loneliness and isolation, which are major contributors to depression and anxiety. Now let's talk about something that affects millions of people, but doesn't get nearly enough attention: chronic pain. Living with constant pain changes your entire quality of life, but laughter offers genuine relief. The endorphins released during laughter are natural opioids that your body produces. They bind to the same receptors in your brain that prescription pain medications target, but without the side effects or addiction potential. Multiple studies have shown that patients with chronic conditions like arthritis, fibromyalgia, and back pain experience significant relief after laughter therapy sessions. The effects aren't just temporary either. Regular laughter can actually retrain your nervous system to process pain signals differently, providing long-term benefits. One of the most fascinating aspects of laughter is how it affects your digestive system. When you laugh, you're essentially giving your internal organs a massage. The diaphragmatic breathing that comes with deep laughter stimulates your vagus nerve, which controls your parasympathetic nervous system. This is your rest and digest mode, and activating it helps your body better process food, absorb nutrients, and eliminate waste. People who laugh regularly report better digestion, less bloating, and more regular bowel movements. It might sound trivial, but digestive health is connected to everything from your immune system to your mental health, so this benefit ripples throughout your entire body. The respiratory benefits of laughter are equally impressive. When you laugh heartily, you're doing deep breathing exercises without even realizing it. This helps clear out stale air from your lungs and brings in fresh oxygen. For people with respiratory conditions like asthma or COPD, regular laughter can actually improve lung function and reduce the frequency of breathing difficulties. Let's talk about sleep, because this is where laughter offers some unexpected benefits. You might think that laughing before bed would be stimulating and keep you awake, but research shows the opposite. The relaxation response that follows laughter actually prepares your body for better sleep. People who incorporate humor into their evening routine report falling asleep faster and experiencing deeper, more restorative sleep. The stress-reducing effects of laughter also contribute to better sleep quality. When your cortisol levels are balanced and your mind isn't racing with worry, your body can more easily transition into the different stages of sleep that are crucial for physical and mental recovery. Here's something that might blow your mind. Laughter can actually help you live longer. A study that followed over 50,000 people for decades found that those with the strongest sense of humor had a 20% lower risk of death from any cause. They lived longer, healthier lives with better quality of life right up until the end. The researchers believe this longevity boost comes from the combination of all the benefits we've discussed: better immune function, reduced stress, improved cardiovascular health, stronger social connections, and better mental health. It's like laughter is a master key that unlocks multiple pathways to better health simultaneously. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually incorporate more laughter into my life? The good news is that you don't need to become a comedian or force yourself to laugh at things that aren't funny. Your brain doesn't actually distinguish between genuine and forced laughter when it comes to releasing those beneficial chemicals. Even fake laughter triggers many of the same physiological responses as the real thing. Start by seeking out content that genuinely makes you laugh. Whether that's funny movies, comedy podcasts, amusing social media accounts, or joke-telling friends, actively curate humor into your daily routine. Set aside time each day to consume content that brings you joy and laughter. Consider joining a laughter yoga class or starting a humor journal where you write down funny things that happen during your day. The act of looking for humor trains your brain to notice and appreciate the lighter side of life, which can shift your entire perspective. Share funny content with friends and family. Not only will this increase your own laughter, but you'll be spreading the health benefits to the people you care about. Create shared experiences around humor. Watch comedies together, play silly games, or simply reminisce about funny memories. Don't underestimate the power of laughing at yourself. Learning to find humor in your own mistakes and awkward moments is incredibly liberating and builds resilience. It's a skill that will serve you well throughout your life. The science is clear. Laughter isn't just entertainment. It's medicine. It's a free, accessible, side effect-free treatment that can improve virtually every aspect of your health. In a world where we're constantly searching for the next supplement, workout routine, or health hack, we're overlooking one of the most powerful tools we already possess. So here's my challenge for you. For the next week, make laughter a priority. Actively seek out humor every single day. Notice how you feel, how you sleep, how you interact with others. Pay attention to your energy levels and your overall mood. I'm willing to bet that by the end of that week, you'll be convinced that laughter deserves a permanent place in your health routine. Remember, the best medicine doesn't always come in a bottle. Sometimes it comes from your belly, accompanied by tears of joy and the wonderful feeling of being fully, completely alive. Your health is your wealth, and laughter is one of the richest investments you can make. To everyone watching, thank you for joining me on this journey. The world of health and wellness is vast, and we've only just scratched the surface. The science is evolving rapidly, and what we're learning could reshape how we think about wellness and longevity. If this conversation sparks something in you, whether it's curiosity or a desire to take better care of your health, go ahead and subscribe. Here on this channel, we're always diving into the latest research around nutrition, natural healing, and whole body wellness. Remember, small, thoughtful changes can lead to big transformations. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of the practices we talked about today? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might be just what someone else needs to hear. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep showing up for your health. Your body is wise, and the more we align with nature, the better we can feel. The future of wellness is here with your wellness bestie, and it's looking pretty exciting.